consists of the 12 tribes of Israel, so-called Negro, Latino, Hispanic, Native Americans, West Indians, the real biblical Hebrew Israelites. And as you can see, it's gonna be real quick. So-called black transgender Air Force veteran Vanity Williams shot to death in Houston. Been hearing this a lot of Houston is becoming like Atlanta, and it seems like a lot of places where Jake is dwelling now, this is running rampant, HIV, etc., and a bunch of other STDs and a lot of dysfunction and immortality. Salaki, not immortality, immoral, Salaki, immoral behavior. Start off one of my favorite scriptures. Hold on real quick. Romans 1, one of my favorite scriptures. So, but since Jake don't want to keep and really come back to the reality and the knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and knowing that the Hebrew Israelites and taking things serious, the Lord has given them up over, and this is why as time progresses, a lot more things are going to get worse. Jake always talk that bullshit. I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to do better. I'm doing better. I'm blessed. But don't believe that bullshit. If they're not in this truth, being guided by the Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, only thing that's going to happen to them, they're going to digress. And as life gets harder, things get more tougher, our people's minds is going to get worse. So, Romans 1:25, they exchange the truth about Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for a lie. They worship and serve what Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has created instead of the Creator Himself, who is to be praised forever. Amen. And by the power on the left-hand side, which Yahweh has allowed Esau to have the power, that he has been able to deceive the masses and the 2/3 of our people. So because they do this, Yahweh has given them over to shameful passions. Even the women pervert the natural use of their sex by unnatural acts. So women are bugged the fuck out, and also women like trannies too. And I heard it out of the horse's mouth not too long ago. This is August 23, 24. I want to say about maybe a couple weeks ago. Heard these black nigga women rambling their mouths, and the bitch said she actually wouldn't mind dating a tranny. So, in the same way the men give up natural sexual relations with women and burn with passion for each other, men do shameful things with each other, and a lot of that's going on now. America has become Sodom and Gomorrah. You wonder why, the so-called Christians, which are so Bible, they call themselves Bible-driven. They're not talking about none of this. There's no outcry. The Catholics, everybody that wants to talk shit about the Hebrew Israelites, but you don't want to say nothing about the elites and Amalek pushing this vibration on earth. And I was watching Mike Francesi, and I think he had a sit down with Constantine something, and they was talking about how everybody outside of America is seeing the fall of America. And I'm not sure if it was him or it was somebody else. It could be PBD. I can't remember. But basically he said, surely and slowly, the influence of America is trickling over to the other countries. So you're seeing this democracy, this fight for freedom in that demonic free spirit. That's what America pushes, this so-called land of the free. And there's nothing free here. You don't own anything, and it's surely trickling down. Only thing you're free to do is act like a freak, and then you giving up all your rights because you being freaked out and freaky. You really don't care about anything. What's important? You're just burned in your lust, and you just want pleasure, and that's what Esau pushes, pleasure. So I said, and as a result, they bring upon themselves the punishment they deserve for their wrongdoing. So what you saw, that judgment with the how you, I don't even know what the, you got to be somewhat politically correct. Transbot, whatever, he got deleted. And the whole post is talking about her. That's not a her. And you can see there's legions of demons on it. Then it goes on to try to butter it up, try to make it seem like the nigga had so much so much things going for himself, and he was such a nice guy, and we always want to paint a good picture, a story, because what Esau really does is pushes again, lies and deceit and bullshit and witchcraft and sorcery to really distort the minds of the people. It's like all Esau gets and tells you is the ending of the story. They don't talk about the build up, the lead up to it, and what the person was doing, his actions. You see that the actions of the person is what get people deleted or fucked up out here, and that's what Esau don't push, because ultimately we know this is the place where judgment, dwell. You can read that, I believe, in Ecclesiastes, the book of Ecclesiastes. So off that, I don't need to read more. No sodomite, Israel. So this is Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 23:17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel. And another thing too, once a woman is so whored out and has so much rod, she'll eventually go gay. Not how they say in the Warrior term, faggot. But no, serious note, it says Noah or sodomite of the sons of Israel. And again, a lot of these boys, a lot of these sons, they grow up only with their mothers, no friends. They're coddled, son husbands, boy toys, whatever. No discipline, no men influence, no adversity, coddled, spoiled, given gifts, able to live amongst his feelings and emotions. And again, he learns from his mom. His mom, he's constantly always around his mother, so again, he grows up to be a sodomite. And even if he likes women, he has a lot of feminine ways, which by that time when he's grown, it's hard to break those feminine habits. And eventually, he might wake up one day, you know what? I am a girl. I am a woman. Now, is it right or wrong? No. He just been misguided, been misled. Like the scripture says, you should train up a child how he's supposed to go. Man shall not Deuteronomy 22:5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination to the Lord thy power. And see, again, Esau using his media for witchcraft, and then always trying to paint a good picture oh, he was in the army, a veteran. Uh, he wanted to start his own business, and he wanted to help the people. He was so helpful. That doesn't that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, and that's witchcraft. The key point was it was a man playing as a woman, and as you see the scriptures here, the Lord is not delighted in wickedness. The Lord hates wickedness. Let me see. Psalms 97, and another reason why these people hate us is because they hate the good. They hate what's righteous. Ultimately we understand that's why the world hates us, because they love what Esau has put in front of them. They love that ability to do it, to have that Aleister Crowley spirit on them. Do as thou will. But then you have a fucking dummy that'll justify Esau having laws that if you break his laws, he'll beat the fuck out of you. He'll bust your ass or beat you up or put you in jail. But they'll sit there and say, yeah, but you're able to do what you want. That's the mindset of the fucking Babylonians. They're confused. But it says, Psalm 97:10, ye that love the Lord hate evil. He preserveth the souls of his saints. He delivereth them out of the hand of the wicked, which is Esau. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart. And that light is Yahweh Shah, our righteousness. And he being our example, that's how we try to live according our lives by. Esau gives you moles, trannies, the most despicable and most corrupt people to lead you. Lil Uzi Vert, Cardi B, you get what I'm saying. And they wonder why your people are bugged the fuck out like they are. So rejoice in the Lord, be righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his holiness. And when you read the scriptures, we're pushed to do what's right and follow what's honest and pure and spiritual. And we understand that here in America is nothing but wickedness and immorality here. There was one more I wanted to bring forth. I think it was Titus 2. Yep, so I'm going to end it with this. Titus 2:1 in the GNT. But you must teach what agrees with sound doctrine. And you got to understand, as kids, us growing up here in America, we have been taught completely wrong. And we've been pushed to idolize and kiss the so-called white man's ass, the biblical Edomites. And that's why thus we have black culture, Latino culture, Hispanic culture, Native American culture, West Indian, Caribbean culture. And you can go to you can tune in, go on YouTube and look at go to New York, Jersey, I believe Boston. I think they happen roughly around July. And I think July. Those Caribbean parades, and nothing but dysfunction. Nothing comes from it. They always gotta have police escorts because a lot of wickedness comes forth. I remember times you would have Simeon Dominicans out there amongst the so-called Puerto Rican Ephraimites, and then big fight would break out because Simeon don't like Ephraim, and Ephraimites will be out there on a Dominican Simeonite day, and a bunch of chaos and people get stabbed up out there. And then you'll also see a lot of Mo activity, and they also have Rainbow Day. Just like you had Juneteenth, I was actually got to show Juneteenth in Baltimore, and I actually truly believe that Juneteenth was nothing but some bullshit. Esau gave you niggas talking about you're free. You're not free. But happened to be out there in Baltimore, and I went to this little festival out there. And I lie to you not, man. I thought it was a gay. I thought it was gay day. It's like what is it? Every 5 person, how they make statistic, was a mo. I'm hitting brothers. I'm like, yo, I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? You know, it truly looks like a freak day. So it says, but you must teach what agrees with sound doctrine. Instruct the older men to be sober, sensible. But the old men here are freaky. They're just as freaky. You got your trick daddies, your Uncle Luke's. All these old niggas has been, just like you read the book of Susanna. You had those 2 men that try to basically gang rape Susanna. You know, you read the chapter. It tells you how they learned that beast mentality from Babylon. And a lot of the older men here in America, Babylon the Great, they have, become freaks. Freaky. They've been turned the fuck out. Slaves. Well, shit, just look at the DNC. The DOC. The DNC. Yeah, the DOC had that song, it's funky, and it was. You saw them old ass niggas. Little John came out, turned down for what? And all them old ass niggas in them tacky ass suits, bouncing up and down. Niggas is freaky, man. And the reason why niggas want to continue on this place because they're burned in their lust. This is the only country you can do whatever you want, pleasurable, and then you get away with it. So it says, self-controlled, sloppy. Instruct the older men to be sober, sensible, and self-controlled, to be sound in their faith, love, and endurance, so immovable, not easily coerced. In the same way, instruct the older women to behave as women, who live a holy life. They must not be slanderers or slaves to wine. They must teach what is good, in order to train the younger women to love their husbands and children, to be self-controlled and pure, and to be good housewives who submit themselves to their husbands, so that no one will speak evil of the message that comes from Yahweh Shem Shah. But the reason why now there's so much backlash from the Bible is because Esau paid these fake priests and pastors and set up these false religions in the same usage of the KJV to bring forth bullshit and ideologies. Going into Colossians 2 and 8. Well, it says, in the same way, urge the young men to be self-controlled. In all things, you yourself must be an example of good behavior. Be sincere and serious in your teaching. Use sound words that cannot be criticized, so that your enemies may be put to shame. Put to shame by not having anything bad to say about us. So, a pattern of good works and truth. What's important, and not chasing folly. But, growing up here in America, Babylon the Great, he wasn't taught that. And we understand the elect has gotten it. The elect is going to chase what's right, and the 2/3 are going to just get worse and worse and worse. And that's why their judgment is right around the corner. And they have to go. But there's no changing them. Niggas always talking that shit. Oh, I gotta, I'm doing good. I'm blessed, nigga. I'm getting that money. And nigga, you're not going nowhere, nigga. You a hamster on a fucking wheel. But the Lord's will use edified. Shalom.